I haven't made a video in like forever. So I'm here in Seattle now, finally, and I decided to do a little story time since I haven't done one in a while. So the last one that I did was getting hit on, but today I'm going to tell you a little story that I've been wanting to tell you guys ever since it happened, but I couldn't say it because it was a little awkward because it involves someone that I used to work with, and it was just very awkward if like he would see it and then I would see him, and then that would just been awkward if it's already an awkward thing. Anyways, by the title of this video, you have an idea what it's about. So basically, I am someone who's very friendly, very nice, and I like to make new friends and everything like that. So I made a new friend at work, and it was a dude, and yeah, we were cool and everything like that. It was a cool friendship. I mean, it wasn't like a friendship, but you know, like a cool co-worker friendship. And one day out of nowhere, I was talking to like one of my bosses, and he comes into the conversation, and then I was like, okay, cool, whatever. And before he left, he tried to grab my attention by kind of sliding a little piece of paper, and I didn't really see it the first time, so he did it again to kind of be like, you know, there's something right there. So then I grabbed the piece of paper and I put it in my pocket, just like whatever. So then he left, and then my boss left, and then so I wasn't doing anything anymore. So then I looked at the piece of paper and it had his number, and then it said text me sometime. I think I do have the paper, but I think I left it back at home. But yeah, I was kind of like, I didn't really think much of it because it was kind of like, you're my coworker, you know, you're a guy, I know that you're married and all that, so okay. So then I text him, I still have the text messages. Oh. Sorry, I just ate Wendy's. Oh my god. Alright. Sorry, I just had a little burping incident. So yeah, we were texting, and it was just more like, it's super hot, you know, I'm hungry, I want to go home, blah blah blah. Everything was going fine, you know, I didn't think much of it or anything like that until he started like flirting with me. He started sending me like winky faces and stuff, and I was like, hold up, what? Like what? What's going on here? And yeah, he started like flirting with me and stuff, and he was saying something about how I should have asked you out since the first time I saw you and stuff like that. I still have the messages. If you guys don't believe me, I'm going to show you. Let's see if I can find them. Like, I'm showing you the text messages if it will focus. But I don't want to show you the name. But it says, what does it say? We should hang out before you leave, winky face. And I'm like, yeah, I believe I have like 2 more weeks. And he's like, hello, I have 2 weekends to take you out. And then I was like, basically. But I didn't know how to kind of like cut it off. And he's like, okay, winky face, I should have taken you out way before since I first saw you, winky face. And I'm like, cálmate que te van a pegar. If you guys don't know Spanish, that means calm down, they gonna hit you. And then he's like, no, wifey thinks you're pretty. And then I was like, LOL, yes, okay, like, what is, you know, so what? He's all like, LOL, she thinks you're pretty, you know, winky face, what I mean? And I'm like, LOL, I'm innocent. And then he put, I'm not judging, innocent and pretty is nice, winky face. And I'm like, I just stopped replying. Like, when I read this, I was like, what does he mean? Like, why would you tell me that your wife thinks I'm pretty? Like, what? And then when I told some of my friends the story, they were like, so you want to have a threesome? And I'm like, that's how I took it. I mean, everyone who I've told this story to takes it as he wanted a threesome, and that's how I kind of see it. That's a little rude. I was a little upset when this was happening because it was kind of like, you went from like, you know, a cool coworker to kind of like a, oh god, what happened situation thing, you know? And then after that happened, I was like, oh my god, we still have like a few weeks of work. What am I gonna do if I ever see him again? But I did see him after that, and I didn't want to be the one that was awkward. I didn't want to be like a, you know, like a bitch either and be like, ugh, and like, you know, it was kind of like I acted like nothing happened, because I feel that he must feel very embarrassed too, since I didn't reply to it or anything like that, and he didn't like disrespect me, like, he didn't continue to bug me or anything like that. But I did feel very like iffy about it. Like, how dare you? I never gave him a reason to think that, okay, I want your number and I want to like flirt with you and I want to have a threesome with you. Like, I never gave him a reason to believe that, and that disappointed me very much, to be honest. But yeah, that's my little story. So if you guys, you know, ever in a situation where like me, that all of a sudden you have this co-worker who's always talking about their wife. That's why I was so confused. Like every time we were talking, you know, he was always mentioning his family and his wife and all that. So it was kind of like, okay, cool, you know. I felt like we were cool because you have a wife, you love her. I didn't think anything much of it, and my hair's a little crazy. So I felt like we were cool, but then all of a sudden he turned out to be just like any other guy who was gonna be flirting around with the girl, and that was just very, very disappointing. Very disappointing. So if you guys are ever in a situation like that, never be afraid to speak out and just be like, hold up. I don't think I ever want to be that girl, the one that is like a homewrecker. That's what they call it, right? Is it a homewrecker? Yeah, like I don't want to intervene into a relationship like that. And either way, he wasn't my type. It was just very disappointing to kind of like lose that friendship because of something so stupid like this. Guys, if a girl is not giving you hints, don't just go for it, especially if you're married. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this was my story time, and I'll see you guys next time.